Hi, this is Randy. I'm continuing part 2, reading the rest of the article called How Cheating Wrecks Marriages and Relationships. Possible irreparable consequences of cheating. Many cheaters think that they can repair damage to their marriage if their spouses discover their infidelities. They feel that it is just a matter of getting the offended spouse to forgive them. That could happen, but it may not always be that simple. Some of the following consequences could be long-term or irreparable in a marriage, home, and family after a spouse has been caught cheating. Broken trust, dysfunctional family, low self-esteem, severe depression, defamation of character, alienation of affection lawsuit, divorce, major financial changes due to divorce settlement, alienation or distancing of family members and friends, contraction of incurable STDs, outside pregnancy, child support payments that take money away from the household, spouse, and children, baby's mama problems that could affect spouse and family's well-being, stalking, threatening or harassing phone calls, severe violence and risk of imprisonment. The statistics according to Woman Savers, the world's largest database rating men. This is in quotes. Infidelity statistics have varied drastically over the past 50 years. The problem with obtaining accurate statistics on adultery is that most people will not tell the truth because it is such a sensitive subject. Controlled cheating surveys are scarce, and the below infidelity percentages have been randomly collected from various sources. Affairs affect 1 of every 2.7 couples, according to counselor Janice Abrams Spring, author of After the Affair, as reported by the Washington Post on March 30, 1999. 10% of extramarital affairs last 1 day, 10% last more than 1 day but less than a month, 50% last more than a month but less than a year, and 40% last 2 or more years. Few extramarital affairs last more than 4 years. A lesser-known fact is that those who divorce rarely marry the person with whom they are having an affair. Oops. That's what the narc did. For example, Dr. Jan Halper's study of successful men found that very few men who have affairs divorce their wives and marry their lovers. Only 3% of the 4,100 successful men surveyed eventually married their lovers. Well, maybe that's why, because my ex-narc was not what it would be considered a successful man. Quote, Frank Pittman has found that the divorce rate among those who married their lovers was 75%. The reasons for the high divorce rate include intervention of reality, guilt, expectations, a general distrust of marriage, and a distrust of the lover. Shocking. Conclusion. Cheating is never right in a marriage or any relationship, and excuses are not acceptable. Consequences are devastating for all involved, especially the offended spouse and children. Even the cheaters endure the negative consequences of their poor choices. They may be alienated by family and friends and may have to undergo a financial change due to a divorce and settlements. It is important that each victim realizes that no matter how guilty they feel, they are not responsible for the affair. Even cheaters should value themselves as worthy of a relationship that does not downsize them to the level of creeping, stealing, or victimizing innocent individuals. It has been revealed in popular surveys that over 90% of cheaters do not marry each other because of distrust and guilt. A broken family relationship is a broken home, a dysfunctional home, and no one should be forced to endure the trauma that transpires there. And so just an end comment. Now, I really don't want to be political right now, but since we do have politics on our minds, I am noticing that, and I'm not for Hillary. Yes, I'm against Trump, but I'm not for Hillary. But I'm just trying to make a commentary here now at this point about Hillary. I noticed that a lot of people that are against Hillary are against her because she did not divorce Bill after he had his first affair and then a string of others afterward. So for many reasons we can guess, the name and the investment and the politics of it all and the money, to name a few. Maybe there are some others. No, she did not divorce him. But the opposing people are actually making it that she's just as bad as Bill. Bill was the cheater. She's the injured spouse regarding the cheating. And they're saying that she's just as bad somehow, it's immoral that she did not leave him. They're calling her an enabler, and they're acting as if she, as the injured party, would only be, I guess, vindicated if she had divorced him, but since she chose to stay with him, she's just as bad as him. And so we do see there, we have the public actually blaming the victim. And I'm not saying Hillary's a victim in all aspects of her life, but in that aspect, we do know that Bill has cheated, and he has cheated since Monica Lewinsky many, many times. And I really don't think it's fair to blame Hillary because she made a choice to stay with him. She had whatever reasons she had, but it doesn't mean she's as bad as a cheater in that respect. Thanks for listening.